crypto.
Good morning, Aramir. New tool to parse the apex. I don't know what you mean, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Well, I don't know what that. Hold on. Morning, WFS. Good morning. Oh, gotcha. Cool. Cool. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Cool. Yeah, that sounds cool, Aramir. Nice work. Nice work. Check on Mr. Wilson. Morning. Good morning. How much risk for 50k on 32 range? That's up to you. I can't tell you how much to risk. I like to say you should size as if you would have to lose like 15 to 20 trades in a row before you lose the account.
I'm on. Still didn't clear those equal lows there. That double bottom.
It's a good starting point, yeah. I mean, just divide it up. That's what I do. I mean, if your account can only risk $2,500, then divide that by 15 or 20. You should be risking, you know, 150, 160 bucks a trade pretty much on a 50k. Gonna be real safe. You could at least should do that on probably like a funded account. Eval, if you want to risk more, I mean, that's fine, but anyone pick up any accounts last night with my code? Anyone loading up or what? I just put that up there so people know people know there's Apex 80% off. Good morning to everybody. All right, it is Friday. Okay, we had some news this morning. The news did not do that much. What else? Update is coming to a final conclusion. So yeah, hoping to get an update out maybe late next week or on the weekend or something like that. Next weekend, of course, Super Bowl weekend. I'll tell you what though. One of our members, I won't say who right now because they don't want me to say who, have discovered potentially a unicorn in the SBS for settings and chart. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what yet, but I will show you a little bit of the data, and they've told me they've been running it so far since January 13th, and they've made 33,000 so far. I think that's across multiple accounts, but yeah. Good morning, Tom. But here is the stats, okay? So from September 23 to December 20th of 2024, $42,000 of profit with 1850 of drawdown, 65% win rate, and yeah, so potentially a unicorn. Okay, I'm not going to tell anyone what it is quite yet because I don't want people to be spamming his DMs. But here's a little bit of sneak peek about that. Profitable days of the week. That's from the same testing period. Here as well. Gives you a sneak peek on the times it's running. But I'll tell you, it's a chart that no one's ever used before. So, or yeah, that's what I'll say. Probably will explain more about this next week. But yeah, it was 42,000 profit. With 1,800 drawdown. Okay. So cool stuff, right? Cool stuff. You know how to connect prop firm Bulanox Apex? I don't think you can connect like multiple rhythmic instances at once. If you have like a Tradeovate account and a rhythmic, then you can connect those at the same time. Yeah, he's gonna share the settings. He's gonna make a document and do a little bit more testing this weekend. That way people don't spam his DMs. And I'm not going to make a video on it quite yet because he wants to do a little bit more testing with it this weekend. And again, I just don't want his DMs to get flooded because for some reason 50% of our group, you know who you are, still messages people all the time and says, what's your settings? What's your settings? What's your settings? And guys, it's not that kind of bot. It's really not. It's really not that kind of bot. Everyone uses pretty much identical settings. There's no tweak that makes you get different setups, really. If everyone's trading the MNQ on a 32 range chart, you're all gonna get the same trades. The only different settings would be your risk per trade, or the profit, the trail stop. That's literally it. So that's not including commissions, but commissions, you know, they're not a huge factor with this bot. I mean, this was 130 trades total. So I mean, that wouldn't make you that much. Could be a couple thousand in commissions maybe, but nothing that would really deteriorate that. You know, commissions are a lot worse on other softwares and stuff, so. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I've been covering up some of that because of my giant face on the screen. But yeah, that's the whole sheet there. Also, no one claimed this yet, okay? So if someone does want a lifetime $500 discount, there's still the only spot left, okay? I only put one, and it's still there, so code payout gets you 500 off of lifetime, okay? It's still there. I did that because just yesterday, one person, because Chaos got a nice 5K payout. TJC also got a $1,200 payout yesterday. So yeah, 500 off code payout if anyone wants to upgrade to lifetime or whatever. So still there. Just thought I'd give everyone a heads up. All right. Good morning, Nils. Good morning. Oh man, I'm tired today. I am tired. First time here, welcome. Welcome. I was gonna say I haven't seen your name around here before, but yeah, welcome to the live. There seems to be some people joining. If you're just joining, I was just talking about one of the members found a potential unicorn strategy, so I'll kind of keep this up for a little bit. This was the stats on it. 42K profit. 2K drawdown. Over a 2-3 month period. Also, still 500 off with code payout for one lifetime person, okay? That's not 32 range. That's I won't say what it is right now because I don't want people spamming asking questions. No monthly discounts right now. It's not 32 range. It's something no one's used yet. I will probably make a video about it next week. He's gonna do some more testing on it this weekend, and he's going to make a document so that people don't spam message him for questions, because you know there's a lot of people in the group that just say, "What's your settings?" So even though everyone pretty much uses identical settings, so. Yeah, good morning to everybody just joining. Okay, drop a like as you're rolling in. 33 of you in here. You know the goal is usually about 30 likes on the day, so let's do that. Let's have a good Friday. All right. Market opens here in about 2-3 minutes. 2-3 minutes. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so we'll close that down. Market opens here. Just a minute. Alrighty. Market is open, guys, so we are eligible for trades at 9:32. Okay. hit the like button for Joey, would you? You have a way to start trading right away? You have to start trading right away, or can you wait a week or so? You can start trading evals right away, yeah. If that's your question. And you get funded accounts. Well, once you pass and stuff, you get the funded account pretty fast. What a pump on the open. What a pump. We are eligible for trades now. It's just, are we gonna get it or not? When we pump this much, you never really know, right? Wow, we are bullish, huh? I want to see us move down a little bit first, because that was a big pump on the open. I want to see us move down about 10, 20 more points, ideally. Give us more potential for trades. Do not want to see us just rip right now. It does look like we want to move back up though. I mean, it's forming some buy wicks and the markets are moving up except for Apple. Apple's kind of dropping. We would need the equities to turn around a little bit. We need Tesla to be a little weaker. But that does not look like it wants to happen. Good morning, TJ. Could be a good day to probably sit out. Be a good day to sit out. Again, I want to see a little bit of a move lower to about, 800 or the 90s. Tesla's rocketing right now, though. That's not going to help with our move down. Not going to help with our move down. Little fair value gap here at 800. There we go. So, well, I did just take a short there. I'm going to show you guys what I just took, okay? Manually. So we rocketed up on the open. We just got entered long on the 1 minute. We rocketed up on the open. We have this big gap here, okay? I waited till we moved up a little bit more because we were really pumping here. Okay, and the 0.5 of this gap, I had this marked out, okay? So 50% of the gap on Sunday, I marked this out. So we gapped down a couple hundred points, I marked the 50%. Okay, we touched that to a T. I hopped in short here at 33, put my stop about here, about 12 points, and I just hopped out at 93. Okay, so this was my short I just took. Obviously, we really dumped lower just now. So could you have held? Sure. But again, you never can predict the future like that. So that was the short. Literally perfectly short of the top there. Okay, so that was about, yes, $700, $800 there. One contract. You can actually see right here. This was the, oops, this is the trade. Entry price 833.5, exit price 93, $800 profit. That's really nice. Happy with that one. Good morning, Mr. Pro Work, Tom. So we are in this 1 minute long though. That was a beautiful trade. I'm very happy about that one. I was also a little bit down before that trade. I was down $400, so nothing much. And now I'm up 320. So that brought me from red to green. Your MNQ 32 range is in a trade? I don't see any potential trade unless you got, somehow it's long right here. Oh, you're long? Maybe I need to refresh my historical data. I got 784. Well, it's doing good. Let me refresh this historical data here just in case. It's loading. I haven't restarted NinjaTrader this week, if I'm being completely honest with everybody here. Hopefully it all doesn't freeze on me. Okay, there we go. Restarted. I see the long now. Right here. I don't think that was on there before. Nope. So, yeah, I just reloaded my historical data. So that is, yeah, I would have gotten that too. That's on me for not restarting. But this should be winning for you guys. The stop loss is probably pretty low, wasn't it? The stop loss is probably down and around 50. Is that correct? Anyone? So, yeah, if I had to guess. Yeah, so your first TP. Yep, so this is the trade from this low to this high. Your first TP's right here, 817. Went and got out early. Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. Whatever you feel comfortable with, right? So first TP here should be hopefully hitting this pretty quickly here. Actually, it's should be the same trade as the 1 minute chart. So my 1 minute chart has the same exact trade as the 32 range. There's your first TP. There's first TP. Anyone hit that first TP? Most of you should have. We're up 33 points on the 1 minute. It's the same as the 32 range. Final TP for a 2-to-1 is probably something around 850 or something like that. Tesla is moving right now. Here is the, we'll look at the equities quick. So Apple is dropping heavy. Tesla has pumped like crazy. Meta up a little bit. Nvidia moving back up a little bit. But Tesla's really carrying this market right now. So first you hit 817. Yep. So if you guys don't know, you can just, you want to know like kind of where the trade was formed, you can drag like where the fib was drawn. You can just drag a fib retracement from where the stop loss is to the high, or just basically start where the stop loss is and drag until your 0.618 lines up with the entry. And then that'll show you kind of where the fib was and what it was thinking a little bit more. So it just stopped out in profit on the 1 minute for 318. Sure, some of you also just stopped out in profit. All good. Gotta reload my historical data, restart NinjaTrader and stuff. I did not do that, which is why I did not get that trade. Last day of the month too. Last day of the month, guys. Yeah, that was a nice first trade. Tomorrow already starts February. That's crazy. Time goes so quick. So quick. Right now, we're kind of in the middle of the Bollinger Bands. I don't really like taking trades in the middle of the Bollinger Bands. It just doesn't work out nearly as good most of the time. If you wait till the outskirts of the Bollinger Bands, we tend to bounce in between, right? So you can usually get a little bit of a move if you buy the lows or short the highs, especially when you add in some other confluences, right? Like this. I mean, come on, that was precision. That was precision. Right now, we're kind of bouncing off that middle of the Bollinger Band. 40 people in here. Welcome, everybody. Okay, drop a like. Could still watch this level around 840. Like if we really rocket up here, especially on the 945 candle, if we open high on the 945 candle, say the next candle pretty much opens and just goes psh, I would watch for a potential short up here. Did not do that though. Tesla up at 412. All right, let's get this out of here. All right, how's everyone doing? People green, people red. Like, come on, let me hear something. All right. Green, perfect. How much you guys green? Aramir, how much you green? $82. What's your trail settings? You're probably on NQ and you got entered on one contract and got trailed out with the one, didn't you? 150 Rude Awakening, nice. $60.71. You're 32. Yeah, you happens, right? Especially on NQ a little more, but or if you don't have like a first TP or something like that, but Arcane about 170. You're gonna stop for the day. Gotcha. Well, is that your daily target? Around there, or you're just not feeling it today? Because I'm not. I mean, it's been an interesting week, so calling it early, nothing to be bad about there. Nothing to be mad about. Got Tom. First and second trade of the day. Took long signal and short signal, but exited out after the reversal. So he's up. Yeah. About $200 on his PAs. Yeah, you had a good week, so don't push it for sure. Would watch kind of again this area if we do get a nice pop. We do have 10 o'clock news, I think. No, we had 9:45 news. Sorry, I lied. No 10 o'clock news. Yeah, I'd watch for something up here. The market's kind of fading out a little bit. Not too much. Meta's pumping now. Good morning, Jason. Good morning. Hope everyone's having a good Friday so far. Okay, you guys gotta be honest with me, okay? Can you tell a significant improvement with the camera quality? You gotta tell me if it was worth it. Alright, I need to know. Huge improvement? Awesome. That's the goal, right? Cool. Got right, nice and clean. Yeah, that was the goal. Got real close to the 0.5 of the gap again. Literally, if you guys want to know how I marked that out, like this big gap down at the start of the week, right? Big gap down. I took a fib from the high to the low of that gap. Look, lines up right there. Where I just marked out a line. All right, marked out a line. And that was that. And we pretty much rejected that perfectly. So, if you want to know where I got that, right? You know what's crazy is Meta was at like 600 like 2 weeks ago. It's at 700 right now. Up $100 a share. Logo in the background, like an actual logo, like right here. I don't know. Could do something like a little neon light or something if that's, you know, but I don't know. We'll see. I would add maybe like a timeless logo, or like the new company Botfolio. Maybe the Botfolio logo, you know, something like that. Could do 1 and 1 next to each other. Noticeably better, awesome. Oh my god. Can't speak on it. Keep it clean, yeah. You guys are trolling me now. Big pump. Oh, there's our, here it is. That's our level. So I was saying you could watch like a short here and just put like a pretty tight stop, you know, like 10 points or something like that. You'd want to see the equities kind of turn and not be pumping like they are, but again, this is just a paper trade. I'm already done for the day, but just, you know, would give you an idea of how I like to trade a little bit. It's outside the Bollinger Band. We're at a nice little level liquidity point and popping nice. See this candle, no wick at the bottom, just kind of popped up. Usually that means we might want to come down a little bit. If you get those no wick candles, I mean, even if you just scalp to the bottom of the wick or something, you know, that right there, pretty much a 2R trade. And I always like shorting into strength, just because you can usually get a little bit of a move in your direction no matter what. Like this was already 9 points, like if you wanted to scalp. I'm not saying this trade's gonna guaranteed win or anything. I mean, that's a really tight stop, and it's volatile. But just to give you an idea, you know, you could do something like that. Wasn't the cleanest entry, but like if you could have gotten in a little bit higher, I mean, that's still 10 points. You do that a couple times, 10 points, 10 points, 10 points. I mean, you're set for the day. Well, I manually draw out the levels, and then these are just Bollinger Bands, and then this is just a fair value gap indicator called Say Hi. It's not free though. But that gives you kind of an idea, right? And of course, you always want to kind of check the equities and see how they're doing. Like Tesla's pretty bullish. They were just pumped up there, so that lost. But you can just DM it to me. Yep. Or yeah, I would just DM me in Discord. Tesla is very, very bullish, really helping the market out right now. As well as Meta pumping up like $15 already. Same with Tesla's up 15 bucks. All right, 7 more likes. I need 7 more of you to like the live stream. So we're at 30. All right. So 32 range should be up a little bit green, but yeah, I had to reload my data on the open. I missed the trade everyone got, but the 1 minute I got pretty much the same trade, and made 300. So like the equities are kind of stalling out a little bit or moving lower, which is a good sign. Well, if you're looking for a retracement, it's a good sign. Remember what I've said all week though, guys. All week. Usually we fill gaps, okay? So we gap down crazy on Sunday. And this whole week, right? This whole week I said, we may not fill it today, tomorrow, but generally within a week, sometimes it takes longer. You go back up and you fill the gap, and the gap ends at 9:05. It was safe to reload, but it reloads all your range charts. So if you're in a trade on a range chart, then you'd want to wait. But so I got stopped out on this initial trade, right, that we shorted like right here. And then I just basically went back in because we pressed up again. So I took another stab, and that one's working. But so I mean, right now that's already 20 points. I'm just paper trading, so I don't care where I sell. But that's kind of the strategy, right? Pulls up above Bollinger Band, breaks liquidity in a fair value gap, dips a little, up, dip. All right, and you can target midpoint, Bollinger Band. Generally, I like when we have kind of something like this level. Nice overlapping, it's bright red, bright pink. You can see there's some pink in that gap as well, that we are short from, which means there's a higher time frame for value gap, right? That's just the big gap down, so it's not quite as good, but like this area, nice overlapping higher time frame gaps, as well as some higher time frame, or sorry, short time frame gaps there overlapping. So again, I'm just selling at random points or setting TPs at random points right now because it's paper trading, but this was 27 points, which is usually plenty, right? So but it usually provides some good trades, especially if you're only putting your stop like 10 to 15 points. It usually you can at least get 10 to 20 points out of that, so it can allow at least a 1-to-1 R, if not more, so like this trade I took was 3.2 R, so I risked 12 points, ended up making 40, which I pretty much just put my TP at a random spot, if I'm being completely honest. But go off of gut feeling. If it's really dumping, then you can adjust. But again, yeah, pop up, pull back. Likely here we pop up somewhere into 70s, 80s, and then pull back again, right? So you could wait for something to really extend above, or slow down. You could check the equities. Apple's kind of moving lower. Things are kind of slowing down a little bit there. And I'm just kind of paper trading for fun, but you get the idea. You can put a 10-point stop, 12-point stop. Probably gets hit quick because, I mean, we are pretty bullish, but even if you only wanted 10 points out of it, I mean, 10 points is right here, right? But yeah, the equities are pretty bullish. It's really only Apple moving lower, which is kind of odd because, well, I guess we did jump crazy on Apple earnings yesterday. But can't win every trade anyway, so. But that gives you a better idea. It's better in rangy kind of markets, right? Like right now, we're pretty much just moving straight up. Like if you look over here, we were a little bit more rangy when I took that. Here as well. Right, ranging, we dip down quick, bounce out of a fair value gap, then we return, then we reject the high, then we reject the low, right? But if you have a strong trend, it's gonna be a lot harder. All right, we need one more like, come on, one more. We're gonna fill the gap. We're gonna do it. 905 pretty much would fill that gap. $905. $905. $905. Are we almost at all-time highs again on ES? Oh, we're getting there. Pretty close. Pretty close. All right, that is filled. The gap is filled. We said that all week. And we predicted that all week. All right. Gap is filled, ladies and gentlemen. That big gap down from the start of the week, officially done. Okay. It's officially a green week. All that for what? Right? Oh, guys, I don't think we're gonna get any entries today. Maybe we just call it as an early Friday pretty soon. Yeah, that's officially filled the gap. That's awesome. It did take one earlier. At 9:36, but I didn't get into it because I had to reload my historical data. But I think most people got into that. But that was it. So that was it. So. Yep. Let's see. Anything you guys want to talk about right now, or have questions about anything while we're just sitting here, or? This channel is going into the mainstream now. You need to start wearing a suit with that new studio. I don't know about a suit, man. And, you know, I would love it if it went mainstream. I would love it if we could have like 100 viewers a day, 200 viewers a day, right? I don't know if we will. We maybe at some point, but we'd have to have you guys share it with a lot of people. I won't speak about it. I was just, yeah. Requested not to mention them anymore. Update probably, I would say late next week into the Super Bowl weekend, probably, Mike. That's my guess. Matter of time, I hope. Are those settings? Yep. Yeah, those settings for anyone just joining. Holy cow. JC. Day 2 unfunded. Up $800 today. Holy smokes. Yeah, those settings. I'll show everyone again really quick if you just joined. One of our members discovered some secret sauce unicorn settings. Okay. 42,000 profit and 1,800 drawdown. Doesn't include commissions, but the commissions wouldn't be that bad because it's only took 130 trades in 3 months. So again, a little bit slower, loses a little bit less, but seems to work great. It's 2 charts, I'll tell you that. It's 2 charts. One of the charts no one's ever used. The other chart people have used. Not as common. Times, you know, everything like that will be put into a document hopefully this weekend or sometime early next week, and then I can make a video over it, and the guy who put it together, I won't say who yet, put a document together. He can explain everything in that document so that he doesn't get flooded with questions like, what is it, what is the settings, what is this, you know? So yeah, this could have been a nice short right here. Looking back, filling the top of the gap. We're outside of the Bollinger Band, right? Fill the top of the gap, kind of wick outside, could take a short. Again, 10-point stop, I'd put it like right here. And you'd already be up 30 points. So, could have been a nice little 1 to 3. Yeah, I don't know about a webinar. I don't know if that'll be needed. We'll see. We'll see when the time comes, but could, yeah. Gotcha. Thanks for the offer. We'll see when the time comes for sure. Yeah, no trades. I don't see any trades on the horizon unless we dip pretty much 80 points. If you did make a little bit of money, let's start posting some of those in the testimonials, okay? Again, I don't care if you post red day, I would just post that in the profit and loss section instead of the testimonials, okay? So just post my 1 minute trade, which was the only trade of the day. Yeah, that was literally the only trade we got today. There was 132 range that we didn't get, but everyone else got it, so. Rude Awakening. 32 range MNQ. Hopped out early, $130 on 5 accounts. That's still pretty good. Take it over a red day, right? Tesla's at 416. AVGO is a little up at 221. Nvidia is a little up. Meta is up. Next level of interest for me personally is probably really more of this level at 950. There is a little bit here, a couple small gaps. Okay. Right here, which from 926 to 930. Not a huge fan of that, but I am a fan of the 950 to 970. I would say you could pretty much 80%, I would say, expect some sort of pullback retracement here, a decent short play. Okay. Here, I'm not so sure, but I am a little bit more confident with up there. Maybe we can take a look and see if there's any liquidity around here. So there's some nice liquidity right there, right, which makes that a little bit nice. A little bit nice. Yeah. Here, yeah, there's not really equal highs right here. I think we already swept that, but yeah, we just swept that equal high. So if you had that marked out, I mean, that could have been something to take a short, like right around here, but we didn't touch that gap. Again, we need to dip quite a bit right now if we want to see a long trade or anything. And you could look at this for a potential inverse trade. I mean, that looks actually pretty clean. Besides, there's all these bullish for value gaps here. So not really, but we can see what happens if you do take it, maybe. Nope, it respected that. I think we're going to call it a day, guys. I think we are. We're going to shut everything down. It's Friday. I think we'll just end on a good note. It's Green Day. Okay. So thank you all for joining. It's a pretty solid week. I think pretty much green every day this week, which is great. I think a lot of one and done days this week. A lot of payouts this week. A few good evals getting passed. So let's keep it up. Let's hope for a good week next week too. Everyone enjoy their weekend. I'll see everyone next week. See you guys.